Chubbs here with some more collections. First off, my collection of bottles. A lot of this stuff is really old, and some of it is not very old, but fairly new within the past couple years, like this. This was very painful to get off. I got cuts from trying to get this lid off. But it was funny to watch me do that. There's a couple of the Pepsi bottles that were around for a while. A Mountain Dew bottle. It's quite clever. I have some bottles here. This one is Aaron Quartz. Aaron Quartz in Cincinnati, Ohio. Really tiny Listerine bottles. I mean, a lot of this stuff really dates back a long time. I even have this little Noel thing. There's something in there, but I don't know what. A lot of this stuff I found when I was digging. Me, a cousin, and a friend went digging, and we found a lot of these bottles. It's a really fun activity, and it's very tiring. But overall, I think this one would have to be my favorite. It's one of the. I'm pretty sure that it is an old ice cream sundae cup. I got this one from my mom, and I like the design of it on how it's shaped. I think it's really cool looking. That's probably my favorite out of all these bottles. A lot of work has gone into those, so that's about it. Down here we have some Elvis stuff. I am a huge fan of Elvis, as if you couldn't tell. The blanket there on the wall. This is a hot chocolate set. I was actually really tempted to open it, but I didn't. When I got this, I was old enough to understand the value of collecting. I also got a guitar that is a Christmas ornament. This movie is 3,000 Miles to Graceland. It is actually, Elvis is not in it, but it is kind of based on the King. So I figured I would add it in there. This one is about Elvis, the rare moments with the King. It's kind of like a documentary DVD. And this one is Clam Bake. I think it was from 1967. I think this is funny, and it's a great movie. I have an Elvis CD. I have a few others, but they are put away. I also have a chocolate tin. Unfortunately, whenever I got this, I wasn't at that age yet to where I understood collecting, so, well, Chubbs was at it again. Right here, I have a couple Elvis magazines. Elvis the King, Remember Me, and Memories Forever, Elvis. These are pretty old. They're 1977, and I'm guessing around the time when he died. And this is an encyclopedia. It goes from the day he was born to the day he died. Basically everything he did is right here in this book. It goes from his entire life. It is. Ooh. I even have an Elvis Presley card. It gives a little bit of information on the back there. Here are a couple of discs of CD covers that I have. I did not realize I even had in here. There's another one. So there's my little bit on Elvis. Now, on to the games. First here is all my Sega Genesis games. I'm a little on the OCD side, so I had to make sure they were all in alphabetical order. I have some Dr. Robotnik, arcade classics, Mrs. Pac-Man. I have Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3. I think this one is it, yes. This is a Sega Classic. Basically the equivalent to your greatest hits on the PS2. Let me see. Now, we got some PlayStation 2 games right here and right here. This is probably one of my favorites. I absolutely love this game. I am extremely competitive, and when it comes to this, there's no limit. Me and my friends have just hours of fights put into this game. It's just so awesome. I love Dragon Ball Z. I also have one of the first games Dragon Ball Z came out with, Dragon Ball Z Sagas. I also have Budokai Tenkaichi 2. This was really fun too, but it wasn't as good as Tenkaichi 3. I will say that. Tenkaichi 3 had a lot more characters and a lot more moves. I thought it was just great. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, this one is. I got it from GameStop, so it's not the actual case. This one is a fun game, Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum. This is a very unique game. It's just a never-ending game. It just cycles and cycles, but it's really fun. It's very strategic. And that's another game that got me to think outside the box. Here I have some Sega Saturn stuff, and probably one of my favorite games is Virtua Fighter. It's kind of like Street Fighter, but it's a lot better. The graphics are really good for 1990s. Well, speaking of Street Fighter, I even have Street Fighter Alpha. The graphics are okay, and I guess it's an okay game, but it's pretty fun too. Right here we have a bunch of GameCube games. Actually, here's another Elvis CD case, but it has Ultimate Spider-Man in it. I don't have a case for it, so that's why I put it in an Elvis case. Actually, another Elvis case. This one has Need for Speed Underground 2. I don't have a case for it. I didn't have a case whenever I got it. Super Smash Bros. Melee is a really fun game. It takes a lot of time into it to unlock everything on it. This is pretty much where you get your practice if you ever want to play Brawl. Pokemon Coliseum. This game I've played over and over and over again, and I do not get bored. And little Resident Evil. It's really fun too. Always gotta kill the zombies. Okay. And this little section right here is DS and 3DS games. Lego Harry Potter years all the way 1 through 7. Those are really fun games. It's really cool to see all the characters in Lego. And I have Pokemon Black and Black 2. This is where it starts to get a little more passion. Those games I have been working on for a long time, and I have a lot of data saved on them. One thing I do want to do in my life is at least go to the championships at least one time and make it far enough to say that I'm one of the best. Pokemon Conquest. I love this game too. It is really fun. It's very strategic, and it's actually not really for kids because there is a lot of... It's more adult-like than a lot of the other Pokemon stuff. and Pokemon Rumble Blast. People really think that this isn't really going to be that good of a game because it's not one of the base Pokemon games, but this game is also one of the more fun. This game takes a lot of luck too. Okay, now from here we have a bunch of Wii. Mario Kart. I am really good at Mario Kart if I have a GameCube controller. If I don't, then I'm pretty bad. Just Dance. Honestly, I am good at Just Dance. I'm the only one in the house that has gotten 5 stars on any of the songs, and I've gotten 5 stars on a lot of these songs. So, I may be chubs, but I can dance. Right here, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I am actually going through this game on the Space Emissary mode, and it's just on very hard. I'm not going any lower, only on very hard. That's about it for the Wii games. Now, there are a few other games around here that I use a lot. I'm not going to get too into detail with them because of like everything. Well, I got my Ruby and Emerald, which I do play often, and Sapphire, which I play that often too. Leaf Green, I'm actually just started this one over, so I'm going through it with the Bulbasaur. And Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team. This was a fun game, but not as fun as Explorers of Time. This was one of the best Pokemon games I've ever played. I have 2 Ranger games, but I have Ranger 1 and Ranger 2, Shadows of Olmia. These are really fun games too. Diamond, which I'm doing another playthrough with, and Soul Silver, the game where I got the level 67 Totodile, and I got almost beat the champion. So, I also have a Pokewalker, which came with Soul Silver, and R4. This cartridge holds like 56 games right here. I have some other advanced games, but a lot of them I can't really tell because when I was younger I peeled the stickers off. I got a couple of these ones, which are the videos. I got an action replay. Over here I have some Game Gear games, and I have a Game Shark, which is basically the action replay for advanced games. I have Pokemon Red version. I've honestly been contemplating on buying Green, which everyone knows is only Japanese. I'm planning on going through it and seeing what the whole fuss was about the whole kids doing the Lavender Town curse. There are other games over here, like Legacy of Goku 1 and 2, both on one cartridge, and Supersonic Warriors. I also have Legacy of Goku 2 on its own cartridge, which is somewhere around here, on one of the unmarked games, and Boo's Fury, which is basically Legacy of Goku 3. It's on its own cartridge. Well, inside this is completely full of hints and stuff. All those papers in there, hints, cheats, and all that fun stuff. Those are for all the games, except for this. This folder is full of just Pokemon stuff. This is all my Pokemon information that I've wrote down and everything I have used to try to become one of the best. Well, I hope that I have went over everything that I need to, and I am excited that I have gotten the opportunity to make these videos. I thank you guys for watching, and thank you for listening. Well, this is Chubbs, and I will see you later. Bye.